So let's talk for a moment about clutter. I don't need to tell you probably that clutter is a giant problem, and that it blocks your energy, that you can create massive shifts within your life just by removing the clutter from everything. What I do want to talk to you about today is the tyranny of unfinished projects. So from a story perspective, since I worked as a journalist, I often see objects as telling a story to you, or different vignettes as being about making a statement to you. So from a story perspective, an unfinished project is a little bit like a toddler who is nagging at you. He's kind of like pulling on your skirt, being like, oh, pick me up, pick me up. No one likes that. No one can operate in that kind of system. But you're also, when you surround yourself with unfinished projects or works in progress, you're also telling yourself this story that you are a starter but not a closer. Now, this is something that I've dealt with a lot personally. For a long time, I didn't identify as a closer because I was like Don Draper in Mad Men at some point. One of his ex-girlfriends yells at him and says, "You only like the beginnings of things." And I kind of know what that's like. I know how exciting it is to start a new project. So let's talk for a moment about those unfinished projects. If you have unfinished projects in your space, they are affecting you at a psychological level. So at the moment, right now, I'd like you to kind of look around your space and identify any unfinished projects that you have. And I want you to do a couple things with them. One, if you're still passionate about it, you should finish the project and get it out in the world. Two, if you're not really into it anymore, you should probably just get rid of it. The other option you have, which is not my favorite option, is that you could just remove it from your workspace. If there's another space where you can store unfinished projects that you may return to someday, then I would do that. Some of my favorite books really tackle this idea, business books, productivity books, and the way businesses look at it, I've heard it described with a number of different metaphors. Some describe it as the pumpkin plan. If you're growing pumpkins and you have 10 different pumpkins on the vine, then none of those pumpkins will ever grow to be the great pumpkin. But if you call the little pumpkins from the vine, the things that are eating your energy, the things that are sapping the energy from the vine, then that energy can be redirected towards the big pumpkin. So you can do that same thing with your creative projects. You can look around and say, okay, well, this one's really taking up a lot of my time and energy, and I'm not finishing it, and I don't really have the passion for it anymore. Let's just get rid of that one. Let's identify what that big project is that I want to see out in the world, and let's pull all the other pumpkins and focus our attention on that one pumpkin that matters right now. So right now I'd like you to take out your worksheets, and under video 3, I want you to answer the question, what is your current relationship to clutter in your space? Once you've answered that, I'd like you to list all of the unfinished projects that you still have in your space, and then I want you to answer in the other column, where will they go? What are you going to do with that unfinished project?